If you guys weren't aware, I am half Filipino and half Scottish. My dad's Scottish, my mom's Filipino, and throughout my life I've been bouncing back and forth from the UK to the Philippines.
Say hi, Cameron.
I was born in Angeles, Pampanga, Philippines, and after turning a year old, we moved to London. I would essentially spend the next 10 years of my life in West London and basically moved back to the Philippines and then repeated the cycle for the next 15 years or so. I'm all over the place. I'm like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, you know? But no matter what, London has always been my first home, especially West London, which is why this is a very special video, because this is the first video on my channel that features London or that is shot in London. So we got the Philippines covered, Scotland, now we're in London. So basically I'm complete now. Now when I went to London, I just wanted to be a tourist again. You know, I didn't want to take you guys back to where I grew up and the whole history and everything and take photos there, just because it's a bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. And London can be a very weird and special place. There's a lot of unique characters there. And do you hear the ice cream? Should I get ice cream? Fuck, man. No, it's okay. We'll wait. We'll shoot this video. Okay. So yeah, London has a lot of weird characters there, a lot of unique characters, and just like any other city, I know that the people are what make London. The people are what make any other city. So I really wanted to capture that essence of London too. Not gonna lie, I did get carried away and take some random useless photos, but it is what it is. So I started my journey from Scotland, from Edinburgh, and I took a train to London King's Cross, which was about a 4 to 6 hour train ride. I think this one was 6 hours, which is longer than usual. It's usually like 4 to 5. After settling in and spending my first night there with family, the first stop, of course, was Portobello Market. I remember shopping there every weekend with my mum. I even remember having a food stand at one point there with my sister. So we spent a lot of time in that market, and I knew that's where I wanted the first stop to be, just because I wanted to see how it's changed throughout the years, as well as just check if I can buy anything cool there. And this was like somewhat my first real attempt at street photography, and there were a lot of times where I saw so many cool looking people and I wanted to come up to them and talk to them and ask if I can take their photo, but the introvert in me wouldn't allow it. We'll improve in that, we'll get better with that over time. One photo that really stood out to me was this elderly man who I believe was in his 70s or so, and he was just walking out of the food section of the market. He was dressed so cool. He had like this frilly scarf on, a nice blazer, he had a lot of collars on him. He was walking incredibly fast, so you can tell like he did not want to be disturbed. So as soon as I saw him from a distance, and he was slightly to the left of the frame, and I couldn't expose it as nicely as I'd wanted to, but I'm like, at least we got him in focus. The way he dresses, that's how I remember these random people that I would see at Portobello Market. Just every now and then you will see a nice unique character who is unapologetically themselves, and I love that. And I saw these two shop owners who were just conversing, just in their own world, not even caring who's looking through their shops, and I could just tell that they were like some good old friends. I really thought that like, yes, this is the Portobello that I also remember. Just two people chopping up after years of knowing each other in their lawn chairs in the middle of a street. And I think this was my favorite photo out of the entire London trip. I can't help but look at people like him and think, okay, like what's his story? You know, just looking back at this photo, you can see at the background here there is a man, another gentleman who is younger than the main subject, but they both have glasses on and have similar haircuts, and it low-key looks like that could be his son, or just him, a younger version of him. I don't know if I'm thinking too deeply here, but it's kind of just, in a way, just shows how quickly life can go by. And to finish off a trip at Portobello, we of course had to visit the Notting Hill bookshop and the Notting Hill Blue Door. Notting Hill is definitely one of my favorite rom-coms. I don't think Julia Roberts' character was good for him, but we won't discuss that. I passed that blue door every single day on the way to college back in 2015 when I was living in London. And every day, no matter what time it was, I would leave at what, like 7, 8 a.m. Every single day when I would pass that door, there's always a person or a group of people taking photos in front of it. Like, just thinking how iconic this door is, and that one shot of the flatmate here in his underwear and his boxers, or not even boxers, it's like straight up just tighty whitey, and everyone taking his photo, like it's just so iconic. Now in total I only had about 3 to 5 days in London, and of course I had to put some days aside to spend with family there. But one place that I knew that I had to visit again besides Portobello is Camden. I genuinely think Camden might be one of the most special and weirdest places in London, if not the entire UK. There's so much history there, especially with music and the punk scene. There's so much culture there, and it was a very special place for me because throughout my early teen years, maybe around 15 or 16 years old, I spent a lot of time there alone as well as with friends, and there was just so many memories. So much stupid stuff has happened there, so many funny like dumb memories where at the time it was so scary and weird, but looking back in it you laugh at it and it feels like you lived a movie when you spend so much time in Camden, because so many things are gonna happen to you there. I think Youngblood said it best where he says there's so much magic going on here in this town, you just think that if you spend long enough there, some of it will rub off on you. Perfect. Thank you for looking, man. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Basically Friday to Sunday in Camden or Portobello, you're going to be surrounded by a lot of people, and there were a lot of drunk people, a lot of people offering to sell me the devil's lettuce. But I found myself more on the back end of Camden this time around, near the canals specifically, which is something I've never really done before. I'm quite divided on what my favorite photo from this Camden trip is. I'd say number one would be this little boat that's tied up onto the canal with people behind it. Just on the right side of the boat, you see it says Camden, and although it is like a relatively dark photo, that little circle hoop life vest thingy really does make the color pop, and it really does show the juxtaposition of Camden as well, how one part of it is like this very nice peaceful canal with a little boat, and just behind it at the very back of this photo is just a bunch of people talking where it's quite loud and they're drinking and smoking. So I think this is like a very cool, nice little representation of Camden. And the last photo that I want to talk about here is this photo of this lovely couple who are just holding hands as they walk down the lot together next to this very heavily graffitied wall. Nothing really special about it. I just think it's very sweet to capture couples like that. And that was my quick 3 to 5 day trip to London. It was a very quick trip. It was very hard to balance out like meeting family, spending time with family, but also doing stuff for yourself in the videos, especially in a 3 to 5 day span where the majority of it is just traveling. I'm not gonna lie, at the end of it, I got incredibly sick. Like I was just so sick on the way back to Scotland. It was also hay fever time, so I was just sneezing like crazy. It was not a good time, but I hope you still enjoyed this video nonetheless. Please give it a like and subscribe if you do. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Caffrey Cameron, and whenever I do post a video, those of you on Instagram will be the first to know. I don't know if you guys can tell throughout the video through the lighting and the disappearing and reappearing of the sun, but I'm actually back in the Philippines right now. I've been back for around a week or so. As you know, I just said I bounce back and forth from Europe to Asia. I'm always on the move. I'm excited for my next video. It's going to be one of my favorite videos to shoot because it is a camera review, which I know you guys absolutely love my camera reviews, and this is a very special one because I'm going to be reviewing my Canon A1, one of the most revolutionary and iconic cameras of film photography. I've had it for a few months now. I've been playing around with it, bought some nice little accessories for it. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to talk about it in my next video, which should be up within the next week or two. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and spending time with me in this little cozy corner of YouTube. Please like, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram. Take care, drink your water, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.